we move to the background of the study. Table lamp is an essential element in any decoration in the house. It is also suitable for the student, especially for their night study. Basically, the main function of the table lamp is provide sufficient light on table. The revolution of table lamp started in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. There is three objectives on this study. The first one is to design and develop a multifunction flexible table lamp. The second one is to evaluate the effectiveness of flexible table lamp with respect to brightness system, flexibility system, and general system. To examine and compare the functionality of the new flexible table lamp with the existing table lamp. Now we move to the problem statement. There are four problem statements in this in this project. The first problem is about the current table lamp only focus on the certain place because the industry only focus on aesthetic element. The second problem is the user don't have a problem in struggling to get focusing light to do their work. The third one is the current table lamp waste on electricity due to their level of brightness cannot be controlled. The fourth one is the current table lamp not meet the requirement of the user because the world is facing the expeditious development of table lamp.
Okay, we move to the methodology of this project, which in freehand sketching of product. There are four designs that has been sketched by our designer, and we need to choose the best among these four designs. We select the best design, which is design 4, because it has a flexible road, it has a larger base area, and it has a head of the lamp that fulfill the market need. The switch can be adjusted follow to the user perspective. The other design we cannot select because there are lack in some area. Next, we use this tool to solve the problem. The first is the push button at the back of the lamp can be changed to a switch that it can adjust the brightness. And next is the road of the lamp can be changed to a flexible road where it can move to freely to a certain angle by the user. And the last is reducing the number of parts and make the complexity of the product to make the product more easier to assemble and deassemble by the user. Next is ASP method. We use this tool to select the most appropriate design flow of the new flexible table lamp based on the CE project. There are 4 criteria that we evaluate based on the 4 design, which is performance, weight, cost, and maintenance. After we run a few tests and results and calculation also, we select the design 4 as it has the highest value among these 4 alternatives.
Next is Topsys. Topsys is a method that to observe the short distance from ideal solution and far distance from negative solution. There are 6 steps to develop this Topsys method. As we can see that the ranking of alternative design are calculated. Therefore, proposed model result shows the design 4 is the best alternative with CI value which is 0.781. Next is VICO. VICO is that in Serbian name where it is meant by multi-criteria optimization and compromise solution. There are 5 steps to develop VICO method. We use V equal to 0.5 which is consensus, which is V is known as weight of strategy of majority of criteria where it is calculated at step 4. As we can see that ranking of alternative design are calculated. Proposed model result shows design 4 is the best alternative with lowest QI which is 0.000. As conclusion, all 3 methods which is AHP, Topsys and VICO shows design 4 is the best choice as to develop new design of flexible table lamp in concurrent engineering approach. Next is a design sketch using SolidWorks software. This is our product that we use to design it in SolidWorks software.
Now we move to the analysis result by using FMEA. Here is the failure effect, and here is the failure mode. After using FMA analysis, we found that the most critical part is over flexibility on the flexible system. It shows the highest RPM, which is 108. Then we take an action to check the union between the head and the stick after finish assembly process, and the RPM is reduced to 48.
Design for manufacturing. So in this part, we choose the critical part of the existing design to do the DFM analysis. So based on the analysis, we get that the existing design is too complicated and will take more time to be manufactured. So the joint also provide only the rotation of one axis only, with limit the movement of the flexible table net here. So we propose the redesign of we do the DFA for the existing product, which is, we can see here, the time for manufacturing is 225.1 and 90.05. So we have site assembly 1, 2, and 3. So here is the site assembly 1, and here the site assembly 2, and here the site assembly 3. So based on this, the existing design efficiency of existing product is 9.3%, which means we need to redesign the design of the table land. So the design that we propose to redesign is this. We eliminating the side assembly 2 by replace with the flexible rod. It need to be flexible to give a rotation of 360 degree, also reduce the number of parts. So it's also can increase the utilization of the lamp. So here the DFA for the redesigned product, which we can see here, the reducing of the time and the cost happen here, which is from 225.1 to 105.5 and 90 ringgit to 42 ringgit 20 cents. So the design efficiency also increased, which is from 9.6 to 25.6%, which we can continue with the production.
Conclusion. It is essential to include our CE engineering in the manufacturing of product, since it makes our production line become more efficient and flexible. Various tests can be undergone and completed during this operation because it runs the operation in one time. Reducing and improving the criteria and critical parts of product follow according to the market needs. The developing of the complex product become more easier, but still in higher production rate levels without affect the quality.